Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Stellar Lumens, or XLM. And as we are watching the markets, I've always discussed to keep a close eye out on XRP and XLM. They do move fairly closely together, but also we watch XLM fairly closely because Bitcoin is pretty much preparing for its last and final wave after we do kind of consolidate a little bit and finish up our wave 4. In terms of the wave 5, that will pretty much take us to the topping point where a lot of people think that it is 200k, we see 100k. In my personal opinion, I don't think that we go too much higher than 85 to 95k, to be completely honest with you. Of course, I'd love to be wrong. I know everybody has their own opinions, which is totally fine, and I welcome everybody else's opinion as well. Now, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, turn the notifications on, and of course liking this video, as it does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate that. Now, in terms of XLM, we are down about 18.28% on the 7-day span, down about 1.37% now on the 24-hour span. The trading volume has been down about 23%, and in terms of the 1-day, price chart, things look fairly fine. It looks like we were just in that nice downward slope until we do hit that nice bottom and stage point for a major support level. Don't know why this isn't refreshing, but here we go. All right, so there we go. On the 7-day span, here's the 7-day. We pretty much bottomed out at around 33 cents. We're going to be talking about the price chart, and we're going to be talking about pretty much where we could essentially bottom out on if we already have the bottom stage point in on XLM or not. Now, also, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are looking for more exclusive content, maybe, my exit strategies, stuff like that, you guys could always check out NCashOfficial.com. The Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which is on sale until this Saturday, 20% off or $20 off, does include a ton of my exit strategies, my personal trading indicators, how I trade the market, all that kind of stuff. It also does include XLM's exit strategy and my plans with it as well. So with that being said, if you guys are interested into something like that, definitely go check it out on NCashOfficial.com. Links are down in the description below as well as in the comments below. Now, in terms of XLM or Stellar Lumens, we are not getting that much social love. In fact, the social volume is down about 16.6% on the 1-week span. We are also down about 31.8% on social engagement and social dominance, as well as down 3% on social contributors, 2% on average sentiment, and 19.3% on the bullish sentiment. This is fairly significantly considered the fact that in terms of price, it is expected, but it is down a large percentage, which is obviously a big pinpoint for us to pretty much just drop in terms of price as well, because not a lot of people are talking about it. With that, we do see a few people talking about Stellar that are, big fans of it, or just kind of talk about it in general. I think that Stellar is an asset to keep a close eye out on, for considering the fact that the recent adoption with MoneyGram and stuff like that that has been happening. There's large updates that are happening within the Stellar ecosystem. I do think that a lot of people are kind of overlooking it just right now. That's totally fine. In terms of long-term growth, I think that we are going to look extremely bullish by the end of this bull run, especially in the long-term viewpoints as well. Now, we also see here 3 altcoins to watch closely in November. And we do see here Polkadot, Stellar Lumens, and Sandbox are 3 altcoins you might want to watch more closely if you are interested in cryptocurrencies. While these altcoins could see big moves in November, you need to remember that crypto is a volatile industry with many question marks. Now, in terms of the volatility, I don't think that is a big concern, but I do want to talk to you guys exactly about why they are talking about Stellar Lumens here. They are saying, I'm often hesitant about cryptocurrencies that are only designed as a form of payment. One concern is that it is a crowded space, and one that's complicated by stablecoins and central bank digital currencies. However, Stellar Lumens isn't just any old digital payment. It has its sights set on the multi-billion-dollar remittance and money transfer market. If Stellar wasn't already on your radar, November is a good time to add it to your watch list, especially as it has recently announced a partnership with one of the world's largest money transfer companies, MoneyGram. Now, like I said, with the MoneyGram partnership and with a lot of things happening within Stellar, of course, they do talk about Ripple and XRP within the Stellar ecosystem, of course, as always, but with a lot of the stuff that has been happening within the Stellar ecosystem, I think it's a great time to kind of look into it, especially considering that now it is down a large percentage on the 7-day span. And we do know that the all-time highs are fairly high right now, at almost $1. So there is some upside potential here in terms of percentage ROIs. Now we also see here Grayscale confirms Bitcoin ETF plans and adds exposure to Zcash, Stellar Lumens, and Horizon to its trust. Now, of course, in terms of Stellar Lumens, Stellar has always been a hold by Grayscale, but they are increasing their position within the Stellar ecosystem and holding, more XLM, which is no big surprise there. They are obviously seeing, the upside potential here, and it's a fairly easy money-making asset right now. We also see here Stellar to do a staged rollout of AMMs to go live soon, post-validator approval. Now, we already seen this go live, and I've discussed to you guys how huge this is, but this is what I'm talking about, right? We're seeing a lot of updates happening within the ecosystem. We are seeing, development continuing to prosper within the Stellar ecosystem as well, similar to, XRP adoption with, its money transfer services and its, cross-border payment systems. In terms of growth and development for a lot of these assets, they are not following in terms of price, but they soon will. Stellar has been in a solid consolidation for a fairly long time. We're going to be discussing that. And I do want to discuss to you guys exactly where we could see the price by the end of this bull run, especially if we are following through with things. For example, can Stellar replicate this Bitcoin trend and rally to $3? This goes back to October 18th. But again, in terms of the Bitcoin trend, they're seeing here just last week, MoneyGram International, one of the world's largest money transfer services, announced a collaboration with Stellar. Big surprise there, right? And of course, further, the network collaborated with Visa for Techstars, leading the way to develop inclusive and sustainable financial systems. Like I said, there's been several partnerships with central banks and institutions worldwide to develop CBDCs. The network is growing. It's prospering. I've always said that, right? Now, again, they are saying undoubtedly the news of partnerships and ecosystem-centric developments pumped the coin's social volumes and price. In fact, on October 17th, XLM tested its recent multi-week high of 40 cents alongside high social volumes. Now, they are saying following Bitcoin's rally, right? The Bitcoin price chart for XLM looks extremely bottomed out, in my opinion. I think that we will essentially see a nice reversal very soon. They are saying, this D-Link bull highlighted that on a weekly chart, it seemed like XLM could make close to 11,000% gains, just like Bitcoin did in 2017. That would bring XLM close to $3 by the end of this bull run. Notably, in the last cycle, XLM presented close to 58,000 gains. So making another 11K wouldn't be too tough for the altcoin. In fact, XLM's price was already 1,067% higher than its cycle low price on the 13th of March in 2020. So, in terms of the upside potential here, like I said, the percentage price moves are fairly high here. Now, we also see, again, laughable. I love reading Investor Place because it makes me laugh. They're predicting the upside as high as 85% for XLM. Now, I just want to say, look at their price targets for XLM in 5 years. Additionally, Wall Investor predicts XLM could hit 61 cents in 1 year and $1.55 in 5 years. I mean, listen, I've seen some crazy predictions, but this is just being way too conservative in my opinion. Now, like I said, a lot of people are predicting, Stellar to go much higher. In fact, from FX Street here, we are talking about Cardano price eyes 22% upswing. We're seeing XLM bulls defend uptrend to push Stellar into a 20% breakout to possibly 44 cents. We could see a major breaking point on a lot of altcoins here very soon. We just need Bitcoin to kind of stabilize still. It still looks a little floppy right now. Hasn't, showed too much strength just yet. We can't really break above a significant point in the 60K points, but we are looking at possibly retesting 40 or 58K before we do see a rejection there. If we do reject off of the 58K point, we could expect 53K, which will obviously bring XLM down to some significant points. Now, where would that significant point be? We could see a possible retest of about 25.5 cents if we do reject off that point, but I'm not expecting it. In fact, I think that we have a lot more, strength here than, at for example, 53K. So I'm hoping that we do hold the line at 58K, and it will allow, Stellar to kind of just range on a little bit more until we do see that nice breaking point. Now, I do want to say this has been in consolidation since May. Here's the May dropping point. We have been in consolidation now for over 181 days. And I'm not saying, that this is good or anything. I'm just saying the longer the consolidation, most of the times, the higher the price moves. And if we're talking about an 11,000% off of the yearly bottoms, yeah, $3 is in stake for us. If we go to $3 from these current points, let's just go to the price target of $3. It's about 772% from our current position. Now, you might be wondering, well, that's not, 11,000%. No, it's not. But it is 11,000% if we are going off of the bottoming points back here. So, and I know that the chart is a little bit weird in terms of percentages, but it's around 11,000% if we're going off the March of 2020 lows to $3. I'm expecting somewhere around the $3 range. I think $3 is fairly conservative, to be completely honest with you. I've always said, we could see $2.50 to around $5 by the end of this bull run, depending on, if XRP could go to $10 to $15. Now, of course, if Bitcoin does go higher, which we are talking about a lengthening cycle for Bitcoin, XLM could essentially pump even higher. We could see XLM at like $10. We could see XRP at around like $20 plus. It all depends on Bitcoin realistically going much, much higher. Like I said, I'm being more conservative on it. I don't think that we go too much higher from here on Bitcoin. It's still fairly bullish for altcoins. I still think that altcoins will experience some major money flows, especially considering the fact that the all-time high right now for XLM is essentially around almost $1. I know that on Binance it's actually showing $1.04 back here in terms of the all-time high. So, right now I think that we could easily see a 4x from our current all-time highs, maybe even a 5x plus, depending on how much money does flow into these alts, like I said. So I am fairly bullish on XLM, and I do think a lot of people should be watching this, considering the fact that it hasn't had a solid breakout event just yet. We are still in a 181-day sort of consolidation point. In terms of the price move from those bottom stage points back in the summer to our current price point, it's only about a 72% run up in terms of price, which is still fairly small in terms of a percentage move for crypto. And I do think that right now, currently, we are in that nice accumulation / consolidation point until we do get that major breakout event. Just so you guys know, once we do break out of 42.5 cents, we will eye 50 cents fairly, fast. And once we do break out of 50 cents, it's pretty much all sky from there. There's no limitations on how high we can go once we do break out of that, because we would essentially test 80 cents. And then once we test 80 cents and break that, it's all-time highs plus. So I'm very excited for the future of this asset. Like I said, I think that everybody should be keeping a close eye out on this, especially considering the fact that we are expecting XRP to have a major breakout event possibly in December, if we are following the 4-year cycle to a T. Now, if we are going to lengthen the cycle and have Bitcoin kind of just range on here, we are expecting these altcoins to kind of break out or start to break out sometime around December into January, with most altcoins kind of topping out in Q1 and Q2 of 2022. So we obviously have to watch this market fairly closely to see that validated or invalidated, but nonetheless, I'm very bullish on XLM, as you guys already know. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.